Good evening. Yesterday I forgot to do a post-match on Legia Warsaw, so today I figured I would do that and also get into some news because there's been a rather interesting story today. So without further ado, Rangers drew nothing each with Legia Warsaw away from home, and you kind of wish that we didn't. Kind of wish that we got an away goal, or drew with an away goal would have been fine, but nothing each is a very difficult proposition going into the second leg because that means if they score now, we need to score too. Otherwise, we're out. So I see the match going in a pretty simple way. I see them either sitting back and catching us in the break and then defending for the rest of the game, or I see them defending the game out, frustrating us, and then scoring. Um, and that's going to be interesting for us because it's what we're going to face most weeks, isn't it? People not really looking for the goal, kind of looking for the goal, waiting for us to have a lapse in concentration and then catch us then. So it'll be interesting. It'll be almost a marker for us for how the season's going to go. Um, I did notice that they didn't play, I think his name is Carlitos, who was rumoured to be their best striker. I don't know why, maybe there's some kind of management fallout. He seems to have pretty good stats on him, so God knows why he wasn't playing, but I am thankful for that because good strikers tend to score. So, yeah, I think we had the best chance of the game with Alfredo Morelos. He failed to put it away. The goalkeeper did a good job. Equally, our goalkeeper was outstanding, as he usually is on European nights. He had a few good stops that, were almost replay stops. They were that good. Yeah, looking forward to the second leg now, but equally, I'm just as intense as I was watching the first one because I was absolutely shiting myself. Um, in today's news, however, Rangers have been done by UEFA for some naughty singing, and it just blows my mind that people still sing these songs. I personally don't. You could probably expect that because I'm on YouTube showing my face, and I'd probably get lifted for saying I do, but I genuinely don't. And there's a large portion of people who don't, and you can tell when these chants kick off, or these songs, or these naughty words, that part of the song, that part of the chant, whatever, gets very silent because there's people who say, I'm not cool with that, I'm not singing along with that. And everybody makes the argument that it's brilliant for the atmosphere, but to me, most of the time, the vast majority of the time, it's detrimental because if you have a chant where 90% of the stadium don't want to take part in it, that's not a good chant. That's the kind of chant that should get thrown out. And these chants should get thrown out because, to put it blatantly, um, we're going to get busted more and more and more and more and more if we keep this up. Um, if you, because people say, oh, we do it all the time, we never get punished. Well, first of all, no, we don't. But equally, if you did do it all the time and you get punished once, that's still getting punished. If you robbed 50 banks and didn't get caught, and then on your 51st bank robbery you get caught, you're a failed criminal because you got caught. It's a stupid reasoning. The world is against us, this kind of thing. Very well, maybe, I don't know, maybe the world is against us, and you could make arguments for that, you could make arguments against that, whatever. Even if the world was against us, why would you do it? Because that still means you're going to be punished. Even if the world wasn't against us, we'd still be punished. No matter what circumstances surround it, we're going to get punished. And as a massive YouTuber with a million subscribers, even though it's only 57 or something, and averages 10 views a video, I might add, very proud of that. I feel a kind of obligation to, in my part, because I know that there's going to be, Heart and Hand and CJ Novo and these kind of people are going to put out their videos and they're going to say, don't do this, it's very wrong. So I feel my obligation as well. Because it's also, it matches with my personal belief in this. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. We have an excellent backlog of songs with very rousing lyrics, if that's what you're into. I don't see what's wrong with follow the normal lyrics. I don't. Why change the lyrics? It's stupid, and it only lands you in trouble. Um, I just wish that people had more consideration for the club and for other people, because at the end of the day, they're, you know, they're having other people punished for their wrongdoing, and they're having the club punished for their wrongdoing. And we happen to know that the next few punishments are not going to be as lenient as this, as you would expect, really. But if you're doing this in the face of some serious fucking disaster at such a critical time for our football club, at this critical juncture where we can go one of 50,000 ways at this point, and you're willing to put that in jeopardy just so you can sing a fucking song, you are an absolute fucking idiot. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I have some sympathy for people who sing songs, but equally, stomp that shit out. Our fan base does an amazing job of self policing, but you can't self police people who refuse to admit when they're wrong. And that's the whole reason, a lot of the reason people get mad and the Rangers support people like Michael Stewart is because he refuses to change his opinion when he's wrong. And it's at this point, whether you like it or not, the punishments dictate that we are wrong. Change your fucking opinion. I don't know where I could go from here about this. I don't know how I could amplify my message even more. I don't know how many Rangers fans it's going to take to tell people to shut the fuck up until they actually do it. But please, for the love of God, stop, because this is a very critical time for Rangers, and all you're doing is being a detriment when you should be adding to the experience of being a Rangers fan. You should be adding to the atmosphere on match day. You should be, if you're not if you're not at the game, you should be watching it on TV and not pirating. Unless you're really really poor, then piracy is okay. But don't let people tell you. Don't let people know I told you that. Just be smarter about what you sing. We have a great list of songs. You can find them all on YouTube. They're not hard to find. The legitimate lyrics of some of the songs are not hard to find. Ignore any word that is questionable. Don't sing that song, sing another song. And we have great songs like Blue Sea of Ibrox. That could go on for minutes and minutes and minutes if it's sung to its full extent, which it's a football crowd, it's never going to be. But like the message should carry across that we have these wonderful songs and you sing silly, stupid songs that only get people in trouble. Anyway, at the risk of ranting, and I've probably said something in there that's bad and I didn't mean to, but it's just the nature of having a YouTube channel. I look forward to the criticism and people screaming at me in the comments. But yeah, I will see you on Sunday, I suppose, assuming that no massive news comes out. Maybe you'll see me before, I don't know. Yeah, see you then. Bye.